80,000 subscribers is our target. Then 2 lucky winners will be able to choose 5 wallets of their choice from my inventory. Noisy birds. Anyway, if we haven't reached 80,000 yet, you still have a chance. Subscribe now. Instead of a button to extract cards from box wallets, we now have a few that use a plate that slides up. And one of those is the Ögon or Ögon, I think it's Ögon, slider wallet, which we have here today. But what if I told you this was a knockoff?
Nope. And no cash either.
Ögon slider automatic wallet. Here we go. It comes actually in a slider packaging. Fascinating. And let's see. One simple motion. Indeed. We have the slider, which retracts very nicely. You can take a quick look at it here. We will get into more details of this as we go along. Boy, there is a story about this one. But as we can see, has a front slider that raises up the cards. Looks like we've got a single insert here. Extruded aluminum. Okay, let's do it. Remember our review of the Groove Life Groove Wallet? Well, this has one feature. It has this interior card slot right here. Can hold a capacity up to 6 flat cards, 4 or 5 embossed, and it has this ejection slider mechanism right here. You can see the rails, and it retracts itself. There we go. And if we turn it over, oh, well, that's right. I'm not seeing any way to carry cash. Tisk, tisk. There you go. And it measures 3.8 by 2.5 by 0.5, and it weighs 74 grams or 2.6 ounces. So as we see, no capacity for cash, but they did rush this to market, I came to find out. Well, how'd they do that? Why did they do that? Well, stick around. The drama gets rather juicy. So I got 6 cards in there, a mix of embossed and non-embossed, as well as an ID. And that kind of gives you a feel for, how it can actually increase the width of this, which is why you only have a limited capacity of embossed cards that can actually go in the wallet. The company recommends up to 6 flat cards or 4 to 5 embossed, and no cash can be carried, which honestly is a terrible oversight. This particular wallet is designed and made in France. And it's an aluminum and polycarbonate used to make this, and it's all recycled. You can see the cutout from the extrusion here at the very top. And you can see the ridges that are here. This really should be smooth, so it's not finished very well and likely shouldn't have passed quality assurance. Now, like the SECRID, you have an extruded piece of aluminum here all the way around, and then you have an insert in the bottom. On the SECRID, it actually has their little trigger mechanism here. And if we move the slider up, you can see that we have the rails. And the mechanism here on the bottom is secured via these 2 screws. And it's really here that provides the lift. As we're moving this up, well, why don't we take a look inside? Now you can see from the railing from the exterior that I showed you that that's what provides the lift to the arm that helps the cards exit the box itself. The wallet is priced for $40. Pretty reasonable, except that we do not have anything to handle cash. That's a problem. And unlike its closest competitor, which is the Groove Wallet, which we recently reviewed ourselves, we can see that the Groove Wallet does indeed provide and accommodate cash, either in this clip, and they also have an add-on, a leather add-on that provides a quick access card slot, as well as this money strap. And it screws on as a replacement on the back for this money clip. So you not only have this very slick capability of a slider plate, but you have the ability to handle cash. Not so with the Ögon. Now, what the Ögon has done, however, is what was a little deficient in the usability for the Groove Wallet, and it is that it has texture. It has this little thumb indentation and these ridges, so it is easy to push up. That's what we're missing here on the Groove. However, doing these things on the Groove messes up with the aesthetic. I mean, even the Ekster and the SECRID provide an external carry method for cash. So, that really makes cash carry a non-existent thing for the Ögon wallet, the slider. And, it means you have to carry a cash in a different wallet, and that's really not ideal, as a single wallet is really what's desired. You're probably thinking, well, geez, Mark, why don't we have the Ögon just do something very similar to what we saw in the Groove? Well, they really can't, because they have this insert piece on the bottom, and the bottom is where the Groove actually attached its money clip and its other add-on. And so they're not able to do that because it will be under a lot of stress, and if you try and attach that to this plastic piece, this polycarbonate piece, that'll create a lot of stress and it will likely break. So the solution was really to say, screw it, let's ship this thing anyway, even though it's deficient and doesn't have a money clip.
That's it. Here are the details. It's a knockoff of the Groove wallet. Groove Life patented the slider mechanism, which Ögon evaluated when Groove was in their Kickstarter development, and they rushed their slider out to market. So yes, I'm going to call it a knockoff. And to that end, the whole screw it, let's ship it anyway is looking more and more like reality. And due to the violation of the patent that Groove has on the slider mechanism, it looks like the Ögon slider wallet will be leaving the US market soon. So if you want one, you better pick it up now. Oh, and that's how free market gives and takes. So I think it's all good. Now on to the final score.
For quality of 3, Fit and Finish struggled on this one. Price of 3, much less expensive than competitors, but it is missing features, so I'm leaving it at a 3. Features of 2, again, missing a method to carry cash. Usability of 4, easy to use, and perception of 3. That gives us a final score of 32 out of 50.
If you like this video, then watch this one next. Ooh, if they only had a way to carry cash, that's really too bad. But anyway, we'll see you in the next review. Bye.